He came home initially with us. So I was at the hospital and we came home to my mother's house.
Yeah.
She had her own apartment, but it would make more sense to have more help because she's a fresh mother. I was a fresh parent.
Yeah.
I didn't know nothing about it, and my mom just made a suggestion like, "Hey, y'all can come
Yeah.
over here. I'll help y'all out."
Yeah.
So we came home. We came home. I want to say 2 or 3. No, I'd say about 4 or 5 days after my son was born because he had jaundice, so he was in the hospital for about 4 or 5 days. We came back home to my mom's house. We sat there for about a week. She went back to her house. Well, we went back to her house for about another week, and then we went to my mom's house, and she just like up and disappeared in the middle of the night. Like,
Wow.
so like I say it was just one of those moments where it was just like I thought she was dead. Like she just like I went to sleep. I had just given him a bath. I was taking what she had going on as postpartum because she was doing a lot of angry shit, and I just was like, all right, cool. Like,
and the baby's 2 weeks old.
Yeah, he was like 2, 3 weeks old. You can ask my mother. Like he was gone. She literally disappeared in the middle of the night at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't hear from her for almost 2 weeks, and she popped up back at my mom's house in the middle of the night, banging on the door. Like, it just was a lot. Dealing with my son's mother was just like a tornado of shit. Like literally. And
wow. And what was she doing? What did you find out about what she was doing those 2 weeks? Was she?
I ain't ask. I ain't want to know.
Wow.
I ain't want to know. I don't know. I think that was just a start of certain shit and the distance between us. Like, man, I ain't want to know what you had going on, and I don't want you to tell me. Like, if you ain't gonna do what you gotta do for a child, I don't know what to say. Like, he needed to be breastfed, but he couldn't be breastfed, so we had to give him certain milk, and he couldn't have certain milk, so it's like I was jumping in between giving him different milk because he couldn't have regular formula. She wasn't helping with that. Like, that's something that mothers usually would do. Like, y'all feed them most of the time, so y'all would expect for a mother to have the idea of what you should do for your child, and she didn't because she wasn't around. So I was being mom at the time. I literally had to. I literally played mom and dad since my first son was born.
Damn.
So.
And then she like left his life after a certain time, or what happened?
I mean, we had to go to court, and we did our little custody battle or whatever in between like 2000 and it started in 2022. Well, the end of 2022, and it ended in 2024.
Damn.
I got full custody of him, but it's just been things that's been going on to where now I have a restraining order on her. Like, so
But you got the kid.
Yeah, I got my son, and I got a restraining order on her.
How did they get the restraining order on you? What was the initial complaint?
So the initial complaint, we went. The initial complaint is we was doing an exchange in St. Bernard. I was living out in St. Bernard, and
you're handing the baby off.
Yeah, she was late. Like, I've given excuses and I've given passes on being late if you can communicate with me.
Sure.
So like, she basically made it. I was working also, so I was working at La Rosa's, but I was doing my transitions while I was at work. So I would leave work to drop my son off at these at the drop offs to the custody exchanges.
Yeah.
So I would leave work to drop him off, and I would make it clear like I only have this amount of time.
Got a little window
before I gotta leave and go back to work.
Sure.
So you gotta make it here on time.
Are you taking the kid back to work with you?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, he would be at work with me, like.
Cause you're in the kitchen at La Rosa's?
Yeah.
Damn.
So he would be at work with me, and it's been a lot of times where she would miss. It's been a lot of times where she would miss, and it's been a lot of times where she just wouldn't show up. Like, so, this in particular time, she was late, and she was like, "I'm gonna be late," but I'm already going through the stuff that I'm going through at work. So I literally had let her know, like, hey, after the given time that they give you, because at first they was giving her a 30-minute grace period, but she was showing up so late, they cut it down into 10. So I'm like, okay, when your grace period up, I'm leaving. I gotta go. She never responded. She never said nothing. So she showed up about She showed up about 15 minutes late. We supposed to do the transition in a little St. Bernard's police station inside of it, so
Oh,
somebody
because you
could
already
get.
had like a custody agreement at this point.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
so the grace period is like the court document giving her that. Gotcha.
yes, they give her the 10 minutes. I was usually giving her about 10 to 15, depending on how I feel because of the circumstances with him. Because I
Right.
knew that that's something that he would. That's something that he wanted. Like
And he's at how old at this point?
he was
He's like,
about probably 1 or 4.
damn.
He was about 4, so
So
he
you
was
got a
about 4.
4-year-old hanging out in the kitchen at La Rosa's?
Literally, like yeah, like he would, cause she would miss her. She would miss her pickups. So the protection order is she was late and we were leaving. I was already out the door. Cause like I have to log in and let them know that
Right.
I'm here. Y'all make this paperwork.
Oh,
So
because
I
it's
got
at the police station.
yeah.
Like they're part
I'm
of.
checking
Yeah.
in. I'm letting them know like,
Right.
hey, I'm here for this exchange. Make this paperwork for me. So when I go to court, this is something that they
Sure.
can log. Like here, I was here at this time. If she didn't show up, I stayed for this long waiting on her, and she still didn't show. Like. So I would make my documents, and that take about 2 or 3 minutes. So we didn't leave until about 6:45. I mean, like until about 6:15. Usually it's about till 6:10. So make the report or whatever the case may be, and basically pulling up outside of the police station. We was leaving, and I was on my way back to La Rosa's, and she cut me off in a parking lot. And basically just snatched him, like, and basically told me like, if you do something, they gonna get out and they gonna beat your ass. So I just left it alone, and I went back in the police station. I made that a report. Like, she snatched him. It's out of her jurisdiction. It's out of her time. She missed her time. I just need y'all to make this report. I made the report and I sent it to her directly through a group chat that only us and the judge that
Yeah, I've heard
me.
about that. What's it called?
It's App Close.
Was it?
App Close.
App Close.
Yeah. So
It's like the point is that everything is documented for these custody battles, right?
yeah,
Or
so
divorces
the judge can physically see what's
Look at
being
it,
said
yeah.
in the chat. So I sent it to her. I sent her the paper in the chat, and she basically took the paper that was in the chat and she posted it on Facebook and she posted it on Instagram. So the log on it, it got like my name, it got like my birthday, the what happened basically. So like just as far as like what just happened when, so I made the report that she had snatched my son away and she wasn't following the guidelines of the court order, and she posted that.